Hello, everybody. My name is Ponce, and welcome to another episode of Vaz Cuisine Speed Building Mabrika. Today, we are going to be doing the last of the apartments in the Anna Cruz development. And here we are situated in the middle of the where I'm gonna situate the porch, and then we're going to have two of those jutting out pieces on the sides because this is the middle unit. This is gonna be the last unit in the strip, and it's the only one of its kind. So as you can see in between this video and the last video, I actually brought out the other units. So I really only had space for one, which is perfect because I think when drawing this one in particular, I actually had the mind of having it be only a one block center. And that's the way it happened. That's the exact way that it happened. Like, dang. Originally, I kind of thought that I wanted to situate like another entrance to the back roadways, but I was like, no, what, flip it. Everybody goes in, everybody comes out through the same mouth of the street. And it's coolio Julio. Because I imagine that, like only 31 apartments. I don't think that there'll be a lot of traffic coming through there. And so right now I'm situating the garage, or actually I'm just situating a thing where I can just dupe the house on the other side, because it being the one block center, it's gonna actually just be the same look. And so that's what we're going to be doing. I situated a window over there, as well as the doorway. And here we are bringing up the wall that separates the houses. And this is practically its own house. This is practically like its own unit, and maybe this is where the property manager lives. He gets like the thickest unit. Maybe in the next episode that involves this strip of houses, I'll probably do maybe an addition on top, maybe adding like a tower or something. I was also thinking of adding a roof loft type thing in the middle, and just having like an extra A-frame on the front of the house, or even the back of the house. It really didn't matter, but I knew I wanted to incorporate that space somehow in one of these videos. But that's just wasted. The whole roof is just hollow. The whole roof is just hollow. Maybe when I do the soccer appreciation videos involving these houses, I'll just situate that everybody has like attic space and all that good stuff. But we'll see what happens then. Here I am just situating the. I should have situated at least the ceiling, but I really wasn't thinking about that at the time. But yeah, so right now I'm just situating the metal, making sure that I got the whole building situated. And doing the duping now, copying it over, and then that's the front of the house. There I am. I asked my partner off camera which side I wanted the garage on, and fun fact, I actually chose the side that I actually have the plants on, like with. So it was actually really weird. Here I am just situating the floor plan, and I actually did this morning. I did the other unit last night, and I also finished the walls of this unit last night, but I finished this one specifically this morning. Well, yesterday morning, if I post this by the time I want to. And so it was pretty coolio, Julio. Here I am just situating the floors, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna build up the front and the front and back jutting out bits of the wall, and then we're just gonna bring all the walls up. In in the tour, I found something that I probably should have fixed, but we're just gonna leave it alone. We're just gonna leave it alone for now. And we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. Here I am doing the wall. That's actually pretty interesting because, yeah, I'm realizing a lot of similarities between my I guess the word is scaling. A lot of my buildings, they kind of center around like the 30s and stuff. And it's cool to think that throughout the history of my city and the construction of my city that it all has the same unit or whatever. It's very telling, very telling. Well, not telling, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, okay, peoples? I don't know what's happening. I'm doing the trim. Doing the trim. Here's the second bathroom. And then and we're gonna do. I really did enjoy doing the kitchens in these units. They came out pretty nice. And I was happy that where I put the washer and dryer, because I was kind of confused on that aspect of this area. Yeah. Very confused, very confused. Now this bedroom, I kind of situated the light on one side because I wanted the other side where the windows were to really depend on that lighting coming from the sun, like that natural lighting. Like I really did want that to be the thing. And then here I am adding the kitchen. I thought I wanted to stick the fridge in that corner, but I was like, no, we're gonna have a fancy fridge. Fancy smexy fridge in the over here. There's the island, and here is where I stuck the washer and dryer, which I was very happy that I was able to do that, because overall I really didn't have another spot for it. Here I am just going around lining up the rest of the rooms, and then here's the tour. Here's the tour. So here's the beautiful unit that we situated smack dab in the middle. Here it is on the other side. It's the only apartment that actually has a backyard. I mean, the other apartments, they got their space, but it's not, I wouldn't count those as backyards. Those are like back patios. And there's where I forgot. I kind of laughed at it and was like, okay, we're just going to keep going. Here's the primary. There's the second bathroom. Here's the dining room. There's a closet. There's the other bathroom. Here's a bonus room. I put it down as BR, and I was like, what the hey is that? And I was like, oh, bonus room. Here's the kitchen with that big ass fridge. Here's the pantry with the washer and dryer hookups right there. Then you go over here, and I have this situated as a living room. I don't know if people can actually use that as a living room, but hey, there's the front 2 bedrooms. And one thing that I did enjoy about this house is the fact that the widening in the front is already a shape that I already had in the area to begin with, so it wasn't going off the thing so much. But so here's the before we even started on 33. All of this. And like I said in that episode, I was thinking of bringing the whole thing just to cover up this whole spot. And that's exactly what we did. So there's what the other buildings used to look like. They're the same buildings I have in a corner of Roxbury Heights. And that last building over there actually came from Celtic, the first floor, and then I just kind of mirrored what I had from Roxbury Heights over that. But yeah, so that's the before. That's the before. And I might actually situate a tour of Celtic. It's not going to be as impressive as like Medaya. It was done mostly before they did bedrock and added structure blocks and all that good stuff. So basically, what is there that I didn't, it's pretty obvious of what was there before I started just copying pasting everything all over the place. Here's the fun line. Goes all the way down. That's that whole block, all situated. And my goal with this block is to at least add another 100 units to the unit count. And so we have 31 apartments here. 20 of the tall 3 bedrooms, 10 of the short 2 bedrooms, and then one of the short 3 bedroom. Did really enjoy this project. I do believe that that enjoyment kind of gave me the idea of making another area like this. So you'll probably see me posting a planning Mabrika out. And so thank you guys so much for watching the past, present, and future. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.